Guys, welcome back to another line method workout. My name is Eva and I am super excited to take you guys through another 30-minute workout for strength and stability. So today we are going to be using two props. We have got the mini stability ball here to help kind of emphasize the stability elements of a couple different exercises we're going to do today. And we've also got a mini band, a mini resistance band. So if you guys don't have either of these props, don't worry about it. You can totally still do this workout without. You can also supplement in a really fluffy pillow or cushion for the mini ball. If you only happen to have the long resistance bands, that's totally fine. You can just tie them and make them a little circle, or just ditch them all together because that's totally fine too. So we've broken down our props today. We are going to start with a little bit of emphasis kind of on the side-to-side, front and back body. So this workout is a very unilaterally focused workout, which means we're going to be emphasizing one side versus the other at any given point. So let's just go ahead and dive on in. We're actually going to start laying flat on our back. And we're going to pop the ball in between the knees to begin, just to get a little bit of warm-up work going, and then we'll dive into some bigger movements. So as always, let's just start with some inhales and exhales, getting yourself situated on the floor. Big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. See where your body is just kind of naturally laying. Inhale and exhale. And let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Alrighty, now inhale, prep the movement. Exhale, press your lower back to the floor. Tuck your pelvis just a little bit. Inhale, release the movement. And repeat. Exhale, press the lower back down. So we're just going into some teeny tiny pelvic tucks. Doing this movement with the stability ball is always super interesting because it helps tap into the pelvic floor a little bit more deeply. You guys don't need to be doing a huge squeeze on the ball, just 20, 30%. Let's go two more. Open up the shoulders. Let's go one more. Inhale, release. Exhale, tuck your tail, start to dig the feet down, roll the hips up vertebrae by vertebrae, press the arms down as you go, raise up, and then melt your spine back down, upper back, middle back, lower back, release the tailbone all the way, and then repeat, exhale, tuck your tail. Dig the heels down. Just put a little bit of squeeze into the ball. Doesn't have to be anything crazy. Lift the hips up and then roll yourself right back down. Continue to cycle through this. As you do, check in with the back of your neck is doing. Check in with what your lower back is doing. Are you arching super hard? Or can you keep this long length as you roll up? And as you come right back down, how about we go for three more? You'll roll, digging through the glutes. And back down we go. Let's go two more. Rolling up and through. And back down. Each vertebrae melts. Try not to miss your middle or upper back. Let's go one more and hold it up for me. Hold it. Now you're going to keep the hips high. Dig your right toe down, lift the heel. And lower back down. And switch left, lower. And you want to dig all 10 toes down, or all 5 rather. Lift. Let's go 4, check in with the glutes, 3, 2, 1, lower the heel, roll yourself down, 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 1 vertebrae at a time. Pull your knees into your chest for just a moment. Take the ball out from underneath, out from in between your knees. You're going to very carefully raise your hips up off the floor and pop the stability ball underneath your tailbone. So I want to emphasize it should not be under your lower back. It should almost feel like the ball is just going to shoot right out from underneath your bum. That's how far down it is. So once you find that position, I'm going to scooch over a little bit here. Just make sure you're nice and centered. And maybe take a quick peek at your hips. See if they're falling evenly or if you have to make any adjustments. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lift your right knee up to tabletop position. And lower that foot right back down again. And then let's go to the left knee. And lower right back down. And as you cycle through this, you want to try and keep your hips as stable as possible. So maybe you want to pop your hand on each pelvic bone right on top, just so you can feel the stability. With every lift, you zip the abdominals inward, and it's a slow lower down. So I know it's kind of tempting to just thump down to the floor, but keep it really active. Let's go 3, and we'll go 2. Let's go 1. Hold the whichever knee you're at. I'm starting on my left. Point both toes. Now carefully switch and try not to fall off the ball. Switch and switch and switch, and you feel the lower core kicking on a little more deeply. Be careful not to pop your rib cage here, guys. Keep the upper ribs connected to the floor. Let's go 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, bring both knees to tabletop. Try to glue the legs together and just feel that stability build. So your hips may be shifting side to side. All right, a little bit of a pro tip for you. To give yourself a little extra stability, separate the knees slightly. To make it more advanced, glue the legs together. Ooh, yep, feeling that. Pull the core in, take a big inhale and exhale. Shoot your right leg long and forward, and then switch. And switch. And once again, you want to try not to shift side to side. As I say that, I am. So let me focus here. Keep your shoulders out of your ears for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull the knees in. Let them relax. Let your hips relax for a moment. You can even let your knees fall more towards your chest if that feels good to you. And go ahead, plop your feet down one at a time. Roll off the ball just a little bit more safely than doing it into bridge. And take a moment to breathe. Super, super nice job, guys. So we started off with a nice little bit of core stability, a little bit of right-left side strength. So let's go back into the hips for a moment. I'm going to play with those bridges that we were working on. In fact, let's make this interesting. Grab your mini bands or whatever variation you're using. If you don't have one, don't worry about it. You can definitely do this series just without. You're going to go flat on your back again. Pressing your arms down by your side, parallel your feet. So we're going to go into a kind of some similar movement patterns that we were doing before. Grounding the hip bones. On your exhale, lift your right knee to tabletop. And now you feel that little bit of extra work on the hip flexor, on the core, because you have that extra resistance. Maintain that position. Dig your left heel down. Single leg bridge. And lower. Really press the arms down as you cycle through this. We're going to lift. And take just a quick peek at your knees. Make sure they're staying parallel as you move through this. You're not knocking one leg out to the side. Whew, hello glutes for 3, and 2. Let's go 1, hold it. If you can, shoot that right leg long, bend it in. Shoot it long, in. Keep those hips up, 3. You can do it. 2, 1. Pull the knee in, lower the hips down. Nice work. Switch legs for me. Right foot parallels, left knee's tabletop. Dig the heel down so you can lift and lower and lift. Take a quick peek at your hips. Whoop, mine does not want to stay in alignment. Make sure that you're moving in really strong alignment of the hips and the knees. Let's go. 3 and 2. Press those arms down. 1. Shoot that left leg long and in. Long and in. Let's go. 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Pull the knee in, lower the hips down. Oh my goodness, that is a good movement. So maybe you guys found that one side was a little harder than the other. That's very typical, but it also just helps let you know where maybe you need to do a little bit more work. So lengthen the legs out towards the end of the mat now. You can keep the bands there just for the second. We'll come back to that in a minute. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms forward. Peel the head, neck, shoulders, chest up off the floor. Find yourself in that nice C-curve position. Sit yourself up nice and tall. Grab your stability ball so that you can place it behind your back. Bend the knees to parallel. Roll yourself down on your back. You want the stability ball to find kind of like your mid-back, lower shoulder blade area, somewhere where you can activate your core, like right off the bat. Like right now, the abs are active. We're not even doing an exercise yet, but let's just get ourselves set. Knees are parallel. You're not letting the bands knock them together. You put just the slightest bit of pressure out. Rest the tail, hands behind your head. Inhale to open the chest. Exhale, peel up. Inhale. Exhale. Oh my goodness, I've got shakes. As you cycle through this, try to keep your tail down on the floor, all right? Everything below your belly button stays pretty darn still here. Inhale and exhale. Elbows are wide, shoulders are down. Let's go. 3 and 2. Knees are parallel. 1, hold it up, up, up. Pulse up, pulse, pulse, pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms forward. Roll yourself up, 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 up. Feel those abs. Oh my goodness. Hopefully you guys were feeling that because I certainly was. Reset the spine. You're going to slowly roll your back right back onto the ball. Same kind of position here. This time, keeping the knees parallel. Right hand is going to go behind the head. Left arm is going to reach long. You can start with it uplifted, whatever feels good to you. You're going to cross-body rotate, rotating left arm past the right knee. Come back up through center. And again, rotate and center. Shouldn't be a super big rotation here because you are moving through the ribs. Keeping your hips grounded. 3. We're going to add on 2. Relax your neck. 1. Now we add right leg lift. Tabletop and center. Tabletop, center. For 3 and 2. Let's go. 1. Bring it center. We're going to switch sides. Right hand reaches past left knee and center. If this is getting too intense, slide the ball higher up your back, and it gives you a little more assistance. 4, keep your shoulders out of your ears. 2, 1, and now we add on left knee lifts to tabletop, and lower, lift, lower, lift. Let's go 3 more. Ooh, I'm starting to wiggle. 2, 1, lower down, let your chest open over the ball. Oh my goodness, my abs were super feeling that one. If this back extension is just not feeling great to you, you can always just roll up to a seated position, but let your chest open up over the ball. Woo. Slowly peel the head, the neck, the shoulders up. Reach for the backs of your legs, engage the core as you roll up. Oh my gosh, abs on fire. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'm definitely going to feel that tomorrow. All right, everybody, let's take it on to our side. So we're actually going to leave the band here because I'm liking this series, and we're going to utilize that stability ball in a slightly different way right now. So this is here really just as a placeholder. And what that means is I want you to pop your elbow underneath the shoulder. You guys are going to find a strong side lying position, and your job is to lift your ribs up so much that it's almost like you just can't sink down into the ball. So one kind of piece of imagery I like to use is pretend that the ball is like one of those little, you know, like on the beach, you get those little spiky balls that you sometimes step on and it's just gnarly for your feet. That's what the stability ball is right now for your ribs. As you stack the knees and ankles, really strong in those shoulders, heels together, knees apart. Knowing that at any point you can absolutely ditch the band if this gets too intense for your hip. But see where you are today. Lifting and lowering. We'll build into a little bit of side lying. So I love side lying series for strength and stability combined because it just, these kinds of series, these lateral ones for your hip, just target so many muscles that are responsible for keeping your pelvis in good alignment, for keeping your spine upright, and they're very, very hard to train with kind of more like classical functional movements like squat and lunge. Let's go ahead, parallel, lift, and lower. And you can keep your foot active, ooh, I was sinking, or keep it flexed. Check back in with the shoulders. Check back in with the ribs. Let's go 4, 3, 2, hold it. Give me little circles here, whichever direction. For 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, 6, 5, 4, stay upright, 2, 1, woo, lower down. Alrighty guys, let's swing right on over to the opposite side. Setting things up, elbow comes right underneath the shoulder, ball comes underneath the ribs. It's just this great kind of uplifted placeholder. Knees and ankles are stacked, hands on the hip, and you're going to lift and lower. Exhale, inhale. And this is another one of those great series where you can figure out if your body is compensating in one side or the other. Are you feeling a little tighter or maybe a little weaker? 3, 2, 1, and parallel lift and lower. Lift and lower. As you're lifting those ribs, be careful you're not arching the opposite direction. Ooh, lost my stability ball. There is kind of a sweet spot that you find. You lengthen out the spine. Whew. Let's go. 3, 2, hold it. 1 and circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Nice job, guys. I had to close my eyes for that one. Go to a little bit of a happy place. So I like this kind of band around the knees trajectory we're on. So we're going to stay with this for our next series. I can have you guys put the mini ball away for the moment. We'll come back to that. Just for the sake of doing a little bit of spine mobility, let's go through some cat-cow. You guys always know that I'm articulating through the spine with the cat-cow. Finding each vertebrae. This is a great movement to help let you find out where you may be stuck. Sorry, I think I just ate my microphone. Sorry if that was a little loud. Rounding through it. Let's go 2 more. And last one. Come back up through center. We're going to keep the band around the knees as we go into some single leg stretch, single leg back extension, or leg extension, period. Hands are on the mat, back of the neck is long, shoulders are down. Zip your core inward to find that nice neutral position. Glide the right leg long and back, squeeze your bum, and then lower it down. Let's switch sides. Left leg long and back. Now, as you cycle through this, you become very conscious of keeping your lower back long, not arching through so you can compensate. You stay really active for 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. And now you're going to reach the right arm forward, left leg back. We go bird dog and lower. Now, if this is too aggressive, you guys know you can always just ditch the band, make it smaller, or even just do it 1 leg and arm at a time. Let's go 4 and 3. Last 2 and 1. Lower everything down. I'm going to adjust my band real quick because it's riding up around the thighs. Bringing yourself right back down again. Grab the little stability ball. And I want you guys to pop your right hand on top of the ball. Shift your weight just tiny, tiny bit more through center because you're going to want to lean left. As you bend your left elbow, glide the ball away from you. Keep your shoulder down away from your ear. Keep your left elbow tucked. And bring it back up. So I'm going to turn around real quick just so you guys can see that opposite arm a little better. Starting nice and even. Left elbow goes back, right arm reaches long. Both shoulders are out of the ears. Glide the arms back up. And repeat. So it's a glide forward of the right arm and then a push up of the left arm. And back through center. And again, glide and back up. 2 more. We glide, hips are staying even. Back up. 1 more. Shoulders are staying out of the ears. And back up. And now I'm going to turn back around to the way I was so that we can switch sides. You guys are going to bend that right elbow. Glide that left arm forward. Push right back up. Make sure you're keeping your core engaged. See if one side's a little trickier than the other. I'm honestly not sure. I'm feeling kind of even here today. Maybe a little more challenging for my left arm here. Let's go 3. Oh yeah, there it is. Keep your shoulders plugged into their sockets. For 2. Whew. Abs are pulling in. 1. Pull back through center and go ahead, sit back on your heels. Roll the shoulders out. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Alrighty, take a second to take the band around and off your knees. You guys are going to come to a high kneeling position, and I'll actually do this on the diagonal just so you all can see a little bit better. Ball is going to come in between the hands. Arms are long, shoulders are down. Zip the core in with your knees underneath your hips. Inhale. Slight pressure into the ball as you reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, bring the arms right back down again. And repeat. Inhale, reach. And exhale, pull back down. Now, as you cycle through this, you're working on keeping your hips, your spine, your neck all in good alignment. Not pushing the hips forward or arching your lower back. Let's go. 3. And exhale. Let's go. 2. Exhale. Let's go. 1 more. Slight pressure between those palms. Shoulders glide down and open. Rotate to the right. Circle the arms up. Overhead. Rotate to the left. Come back through center. Reverse. Rotate left. Up and over. Back through center and rotate around. Trying to keep your hips pretty centered here. See how that impacts your movement. Does it make it smaller? Keep your shoulders up out of your ears. Keep them low. And back through center. Let's go. 2 more. Lift. And exhale. Let's lift. And come back through to center. Go ahead and relax. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Take the ball down your side. Right palm is pressing into the ball. Left palm is going out to the side. Actively push that right palm into the ball as you side bend. Inhale, lift up, bring that arm around, and repeat. Shoulders stay open out of the ears. Actively pressing that right palm into the thigh so that you can feel the lat engagement. You can feel the oblique engagement. You can feel that stretch through the left side as your hips stay pretty darn stable. Last 2. And exhale up. Let's go. Last 1. And come back through center. Go ahead, switch sides where the ball is. Bringing it underneath the left palm. Right arm goes long. Press the left palm in as you reach. Oh my goodness, this side feels different. And come back through center. Lift up through the spine. And then tilt over, being very conscious that you're not rotating to one direction. I just caught myself rotating in a little bit, so you want to stay really lateral. Chest faces straight forward. Let's go. 2 more. Shoulders stay out of the ears. Let's go. 1 more. And bring your body back down through center. Beautiful, beautiful job, guys. Oh, all right, I think we're going to end today on just 2 quick side planks because you can't have a side-to-side day without doing at least a little bit of side plank. So, coming back to your all fours position, actually I'm going to do this the other direction. Coming back to all fours, walk the feet back to your high plank one at a time. Center your left hand, rotate through to that strong side plank position. Pull the core and drop your bottom knee if you need to. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, back through center. Inhale, reach and lift. Exhale, back through center. 3 more. Lift and reach. Exhale, 2 more. Exhale, 1 more. Lift. Center up. Come right through center plank. Sorry, I'm going to be facing away from you all for our last series. Reach into strong side plank. Lift and reach. And lower. And again, lift and reach. And lower. 3 more. Shoulders are strong. And lower. 2 more. Lift. And come back up and lift. And come back through center. Hold the plank for a moment, guys. Hold your alignment. Heels shoot out the back of your head. Out of the back of your head. That was so not English. Heels shoot out the back of your mat. Head shoots long in the opposite direction. Lower the knees down one at a time. Sit your hips back to your heels. Let your body melt into child's pose. Go ahead. Bring yourself up to a seated position. And that is going to be the day. Beautiful, beautiful job, you guys. I'm kind of laughing because I was just listening to a podcast literally yesterday. And it was from 2 fitness professionals, 2 movers. And they were saying how, you know, when you're working out, all of your blood goes to your muscles. So you're not having as much blood supplied to your brain because it's all going to your body doing the work. And that's kind of how I felt today with some of those cues. I was losing my English for a little bit, but hopefully you guys got the gist and have felt really good into that workout. A lot of side-to-side strength, a lot of different elements of stability. That was a really, really fun one to teach. And definitely feel free to take a few moments and kind of unwind, maybe do some stretch work if that's just where you're feeling you need to be today. But that was a lot of great strength and mobility, a lot of great lateral work and stability. So thank you guys for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you liked the video, please feel free to subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment if you enjoyed it, because that just gives me really good feedback for the type of content you guys want to see, and it just lets me know that, you know, people are out there and liking it, and I really appreciate that feedback. So in the meantime, have a fantastic rest of your day. If you're joining me live, your morning, your evening, wherever you are, and I will see you guys again very soon. Bye, everybody.